right once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want.
Have you ever tried to outwork someone and then you try, but you fail, or you don't know where to start and don't know the steps to actually continue to outwork people, and I guess you get burnt out or it's not worth your time? Well, today I'm going to show you some tips on how to outwork everyone around you. Just be the best person in the room, how to be on top of your game, in any situation. So let's get started. Number one, we try harder when we have no option. Have you ever seen someone working at a low-end job and they work every day and they try to make their way up to the higher end job, versus someone that is already working at a higher end job, taking a lot of vacations? They have a lot of options to do whatever with their time, and the higher end job or the higher end person gets comfortable and starts slacking off because they have so many options to choose from and they're not focused on one thing. But compared to the lower end job, that person's going to McDonald's, working every single day, grinding his ass off, doing whatever it takes to get to the next level, because he has that strong motivation, that push to get to that higher end person or whatever. And I feel like we can apply this to our lives. I feel like if we limit how many options we have, then we can actually start to get further in life and do what we desire. For example, if we want to limit our options and stay focused on one thing, we have to stay off our phones more, remove certain friends that distract you all the time or don't benefit you, and having the same goals. We have to limit these options and take them away, so when we have no option, we can actually stay focused and be dedicated to that one thing and try to make it to the next level. Limit your options, and when you have no option, the only way is that one option, and you're gonna excel once you start. Number two, don't hold things to last minute. I know a lot of people hold things to last day, last 2 days, when they had a whole month to do it. If you really want to outwork someone, you have to start early, get done early. Say if it was a month and then you get done in 2 weeks, and that other person gets it done way later, last 2 days or something. It only took him 2 days and it took you 2 weeks. But look, you finished way earlier, and you wasn't as stressed because you had a lot of time, and now you freed up 2 weeks where you can only focus on the things you want to focus on, and get to the next thing and get ahead of other classes or whatever you're doing in life. If you always hold things to the last minute, then you can never focus on what's next, what's something extra I can do. I feel like submitting things earlier or whatever, you can always finish and then have the whole 2 weeks to change answers, to remodel your thing. Just have more time. Don't hold things to the last minute if you want to outwork everyone and get ahead. You won't be the every other person stressing the last few days. You'll be on to the next one, next assignment, or the next thing in life. And also, if you do this, you'll have your full attention on the next thing. And if you always hold something off, that's going to be in the back of your head until you finish it. So if you can finish things, you won't always think about it, and you can actually have 100% attention to the thing you want to focus on next. So I think that's the main benefit of not holding things off to the last minute. Number three, do more by doing less. I feel like a lot of people get stuck with doing 1,000 smaller tasks, a day, 1,000 side quests a day, but not the main objective. It's called a side quest and not a main quest. You have to focus on the main quest, because you get further with that than only focus on all these side quests, but you haven't even touched the main quest. The main quest is what scares people, what people run away from, because it's the most hard thing to do, and you want to kind of hold it to last minute. But if we focus on the main thing only and literally don't even do the side quests, when we get that thing done, we can actually focus on other things like that side quest. So do more by doing less. Like people can get further by doing 3 main objectives throughout the day than doing like 30 things that is irrelevant and didn't even add anything into your life. Like it was just something that you would have done anyway. Like don't list the things that you're already gonna do. Like me working out, like I know I'm gonna do that automatically. I don't have to list that. You know, I feel like if I listed that, then it's like, oh, it's like a hefty task. But in reality, it's like not. It's automatic. It's like a lifestyle. Like taking out the trash, I'm not gonna list that. I'm gonna do it anyway. So like, don't list the smaller tasks that don't really equivalent to nothing. Like focus on the main task first before you can like focus on the side quests. With this mindset, you will be like such ahead of the game that you can focus on the side quests. But if you focus on the side quests first, your main quest will be, left behind. You're gonna start slacking, and you'll wish that you did the main quest first instead of the side quest. So leave the side quests for the side and focus on the main first. Number 4, consume good influencers. Have you ever watched someone eat or watch a mukbang and then your mouth starts getting watery? That's like you're craving something, like, or just like you watch a video and you get motivated. Like things influence you easily. The things you watch, the things you consume, like influence us. Everything we see around us influences us. So I think the main thing is when you're actually, I guess, procrastinating away and like consuming content, like consume good influencers rather than bad influencers. It's like supernatural, but like when you watch mukbangs all day, you're gonna start craving those foods. You're gonna go to the supermarket, buy that food because you crave it, because you watched it a lot of times. So why don't we put that on to our lives and our goals? If whatever we're focused on, just consume content like that, or consume great influencers in that field, and we're going to get motivated to chase that goal even more. So like when you're consuming content, consume what matters and consume like the good content, not the bad content. If you're procrastinating, at least consume the good influencers, the good content that will help you, and not just things that will waste your time. Number 5, just show up. A lot of times, we go hard for like a week or two, and then we get burnt out, or we get tired of doing the same thing. But that's when you really level up. Like sometimes when you don't have the energy to do say you do like a 5-hour study session every single day because you need to or whatever, and one of these days you didn't feel like it, 20 minutes to go to a library, sit down for 5 hours and actually study, like that seems like a very big thing to do, and it can get scary. You might not want to do it. You just want to like run away from it. But if we just sometimes take the 5-hour study session out the frame and focus on just showing up, then we'll be very successful. Because have you ever had a job where you didn't want to go on one of those days, but you just showed up because you needed to, and then while you were there, you might as well work, and it wasn't that bad after the shift or whatever? That's just like going to class. Like, now you're here, you might as well do it. That's just like studying for 5 hours. Like, if you just focus on showing up, you'll probably might as well sit down and actually study. So like, sometimes when the thing we're focused on doing is just too big, too daunting, scary, like, just focus on showing up. Because when you show up, then that's how you get started. And showing up is like being available to the work. If you're not available, then you can never start the work. So next time you're thinking about if you should or not, just show up and you'll do it. That's all I have for today. And remember, get up and start outworking people.